Good morning, fourth grade online learners. Welcome to Mr. Monzo's class, where we're always having interesting conversations to start the class. Yeah, we've had some interesting conversations today, and it usually takes up the first 5 minutes or so of class, but that's okay. And I know you online learners, you missed that. So we're just saying today that it's always polite that if an accident happens, if you say you're sorry, people will consider that, and sometimes you'll have favorable consequences or no consequences. But if you're not sorry, you could be in more trouble. And the discussion went on from there. But anyway, we're glad to be back here in class, and we're glad to be learning about conserving resources. Okay, and we're talking about landfills, and I can tell you guys, trash has a specific place it should go in a landfill. Okay, this morning was garbage day. I walked my dog this morning, and it's recycling day too. So everybody had their recycling bins out, and that truck came around first. And I walked for about a half hour. By the time I was done, the garbage truck was coming around, taking the garbage. Guess who enjoyed that the most? Not me, my dog. If there's something extra on the side of the road, he gets to it. So I have to watch where he's at. He was a little bit nervous this morning with all this activity. And imagine, dog smell is a lot more than human smell. So as I'm walking along, I know it's garbage day, but he's smelling all these things and trying to get to it. And he's a puppy. And his name's Rocco. Really Rocky, but I call him Rocco. Anyway, since we're talking about garbage day, these garbage men, they do have a very important job, and they do make very good money too, guys. They are quite wealthy, and we talked, not wealthy, but they make a decent living. And we talked about a man that I met in Washington State, where I went to his car collection. 3,000 cars, all from buying a garbage truck, buying several garbage trucks, making a landfill, and making that his lifetime career. And he was a very wealthy man from owning several landfills in the Seattle, Washington area. So not sure if that's a job for you guys, but it is an important job. And yesterday we talked about tons of garbage. Guys, there's so much garbage in the world. And if you looked in that landfill and you look closely at that picture, you'll see a lot of plastics and stuff like that. Maybe some building materials, some metal, stuff like that. We can really recycle that stuff. It really shouldn't end up in the landfill if we can prevent it. So like I said this morning, first truck that came around took plastic, aluminum cans, stuff like that in a special container. Next truck that came around came for the garbage. And on this page over here, they show the different types of garbage. We read all about this yesterday, and this is on page C61. 7% of garbage is food. 16% is yard waste, like leaves and grass clippings. 37% is cardboard and paper. That can be recycled, guys. 29% is wood, plastic, metal, and glass. That all can be recycled. And then 11% is other, like furniture and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you can recycle furniture or not. Maybe some types.
Like you could take cotton and stuffing out.
You could. Guys, I guess what they're trying to say on this page is more than 60% of stuff that's thrown out can be recycled. 60%. So, I'm anxious for them someday to fill the landfill up near my house and make it a golf course. But if we can do that slowly over a 30 or 40 year period, that doesn't bother me either. I don't feel like I need that to happen right away. We need somewhere to put our garbage. More importantly is, can we recycle? Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Did you have a question, Lucas? Did you forget your question, Lucas?
Yes.
Okay, if it comes back to you, let me know. I'm going to read this page, and this is a pretty neat page, guys. And it shows a castle there. Ellison, what did you need?
Do you know what type of birds these are? Seagulls?
There's a lot of birds in the one picture at the landfill, and I'm guessing they look a lot like seagulls.
Or bagels.
But, A lot of animals like to go around the landfill, including birds, and try to get in there and get what they can. So another reason why we should not throw away too much stuff that is going to smell like food or something like that if there's some other way of disposing of it. But they do cover the landfill up with dirt every night to bury it, so bury whatever might be smelling. Okay, reduce, reuse, recycle. You help to conserve Earth's natural resources by practicing the 3 R's of conservation: reduce, reuse, recycle. There are different ways to reduce and reuse. For example, using cloth bags to carry groceries can greatly reduce the number of plastic and paper bags thrown away. Another idea is to reduce the number of single-serving juice boxes being carried in lunch bags and thrown away. Buy juice in large containers and then pour it into a small reusable container. You can also reduce waste by choosing products that use less packaging. You can also help reduce the number of new products that need to be made. One way to do this is to sell used items or donate them to charity. Before replacing an item that is broken, check to see if it can be repaired. Another good practice is to use products that are biodegradable. A biodegradable product is one that breaks down easily in the environment. Some plastic bags are made to be biodegradable. Other biodegradable products include utensils made from wood. Uncoated paper products such as tissues are also biodegradable. So guys, if you can have something that when you throw it in the ground it just disintegrates, that's even better. And we're starting to make a lot of products that way, so that if they do end up in the landfill, they can just disintegrate in the ground. Plastics are very difficult. They could be there for hundreds of years. On the next page we show on C63, and all this stuff is in your study guide too in case you don't have a book, but that boy is carrying a backpack, and his fabric is made from recycled cotton. The fleece is made from recycled plastic bottles. His shoes can be recycled to make surface for playgrounds, and the backpack made from recycled plastic bottles. Recycling is an important conservation practice. Most towns have recycling programs that collect used items made from certain materials. Materials that can be recycled include newspapers, aluminum cans, and some plastics. Think about the benefit of recycling an aluminum can. Aluminum ore is a non-renewable resource. The ore has to be mined and processed. This takes energy. Even more energy is used to make the metal can. Using recycled aluminum to make cans and other aluminum products takes much less energy. Recycling aluminum helps to conserve an important resource. Plastic and paper products can be recycled. Products that can be made from recycled plastic include fabric for clothing, CD cases, playground equipment, and ballpoint pens. Products that can be made from recycled paper products include new newspapers, packaging material, and even furniture. If everyone reduces, reuses, and recycles, Earth's resources will last much longer. Conserving resources means they will be here for people in the future to enjoy. And that brings us to our last page where we have the visual summary. And the problem there is a lot of people's resources are used daily. The use of resources can cause damage to the environment. Solution: practicing the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, can help protect resources. Let me do a time check here for our online learners. And we have been on for almost 9 minutes. So we're going to stop here and say, please do your journal entry today. There is a quiz this Friday, and next week will be remote learning. Nobody will be in school next week or the week after New Year's. Online learners, thank you for tuning in, and we'll think of you tomorrow during our 5-minute random discussion that seems to happen. I enjoyed today. It was a good one, and we'll try to let you know what that was all about tomorrow. All right, everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.